Terry Brown was awesome. It was really intimidating at first, I remember, because I mean, he did my favorite record pretty much of all time, Moving Pictures, one of the greatest sounding records of all time, to me.
Inquired if he was available, and he liked our stuff, so we were excited to use him. And he was great to work with.
Working with Terry was fairly intimidating at first, especially for me, just speaking for myself. Playing my guitar parts with him sitting there analyzing what you're doing was, like I said, intimidating at the least. But he pretty quickly made us feel comfortable. He got to be one of the guys, and we're very comfortable around him.
We were trying to hook up sometime before Parallels, and it just didn't work out. Scheduling just didn't allow for it. So it wasn't until we got to making Parallels that we actually got to meet. And the demo process kind of got overlooked, and I got involved with the tunes while they were being written in Toronto, which made a lot more sense, in fact.
Terry just had this knack of just making you feel like you were at home and comfortable. It was a great experience.
For me especially, if I was having a hard time with a song or something, you know, let's take a break, you know, went across the street to the pub, had a couple of beers, chilled out, came back, you know, he was really easygoing, no pressure, which for me was good. And he really understood the music, he liked the music, you know.
The band were extremely receptive to changes. I had a talk with them prior to going into the pre-production stage. We, you know, it was like, if we need to make changes, let's just make them. You know, now's the time to do it, obviously. And let's do it while we're writing the tunes as well and getting all the rehearsals done. So they were very receptive to any changes. It's hard to remember what changes were made now, but you know, there were subtle changes to choruses, and you know, sometimes signature things were a little complex, too many parts maybe, and we'd make a few little edits here and there, but nothing too dramatic. Jim was very thorough with his writing process, and he'd sort of work those things through prior to coming into the rehearsal process.
Something we weren't really comfortable with up until that point is having outsiders come in and suggest different ideas, arrangement-wise, lyric-wise, drum-wise, vocal-wise, everything. And Terry had his hand in all that to a certain extent, and I think a huge part of the sound of the record and a certain extent the arrangements on the record are because of him.
How about we stick a so in there? What do you say, Mr. Well, let's try it, even though we're getting the big... We'll try it. We'll try it and see how it sings. If it sucks, we'll change it. Back to what it is.
Well, needless to say, working with Terry was great. His, you know, history and legacy of doing, you know, a lot of the Rush production and a lot of the work with those guys, and you know, he came obviously with a great background. He did a great job. I thought he was very easy to work with. You know, he handled each guy in the band a little differently, as each guy is a little different.
I think he did a phenomenal job for the band. So all of us, including me, were very, very happy to work with Terry. It was a great time. As I said before, he's a great guy. I thought he did a phenomenal job with the record. Sounds great, and you know, it's just a pleasure to work with a legend like that who did all the Rush records and everything else. So, and plus to be able to work with him and find out he was such a cool guy was really a lot of fun for me, just as a fan as well.